I've always been someone who's believed in automation because I'm lazy. I don't want to do the same thing multiple times. I remember when I started American Airlines, one of my first jobs was to produce a report every day that was supposed to be to other executives, and I found a way to be able to automate that through a series of macros using Excel and using scripts that would pull data from the database so that I could automate myself out of a job. And I've always thought the same thing too, because if you look at what happens in marketing, the majority of what happens is just repeat mundane things that are really not worth your time, because if 90% of your effort is being spent doing things like assembling reports or boosting posts or posting on multiple networks like what you guys do with Social Champ, then certainly by getting that stuff out of the way, we can spend most of our time interacting with clients. And if you're an agency, if you're a consultant, then that's really where you get value. And I've always thought, since founding BlitzMetrics with Logan and some other folks, that what can we do to try to support other people out there that are trying to help their clients? I feel kind of pain inside when I see these gigantic PowerPoint decks, and even we're guilty of making these gigantic documents. Do you ever feel like you're in a document production game where it's just moving from meeting to meeting and the rest of the time you're producing documents? So if you're not in a meeting and if you're not producing documents, then if your entire day is occupied by doing that, where do you have time to do actual thinking, right? Which means being able to sit down, being able to come up with plans, being able to study and keep ahead of the news instead of just trying to keep up with this inbox that's just, flooding you. And so I've always thought, could we create a company that could automate a lot of these things that are really painful so that we could spend most of our time doing things that are fun instead of just going to meetings and making documents, right? So I feel like for our company, BlitzMetrics, because we are a tool and we are an agency, we're working the agency to be able to use our tool, and then the more things that we can automate, the more service we can provide at less cost, and also using people who are maybe not as well trained, so you don't have to use a professional like me.